Hello and thank you for joining ContentoNowTV, the show that hosts authors from all over the world in order to reveal secrets of behind the scenes of the publishing process. And right now, joining us from the UK, Zagham Karim. Hello to you, Zagham.
Hello.
And with the international launch of your new book, Town of Deadly Sixth, first of all, in order to get to know you personally better as the author of the book, if you could share with us the most emotional second, the most emotional moment in your life, what moment would it be?
The most emotional would be when I started university because I had to move away from home as I was studying in Leicester University, and that was pretty emotional because it was my first time living apart from family.
Can you share what did you feel in that specific moment?
Well, there was a lot of emotions. There was homesickness, there was a bit of fear, like how would university life be? Would I be able to settle in? How would the atmosphere be? Would I be able to concentrate? That kind of thing. There was also the possibility that I wanted to move back home because I was not comfortable living. Yeah.
And in that second, that moment, that specific decision that you took, how did it change your life since then?
Well, it has changed my life because I've become more independent and I'm willing to take more risks because I've learned that taking risks, it is not a very comfortable thing to do, but it is well worth it.
And you know that you got a sign from the world that the risk that you took in that specific decision was worthy? What sign did you get when you said to yourself, well, it was a remarkable moment, it was risky, but it was worthwhile?
Well, my parents came over, we had a nice long chat. I found that being independent is a lot more difficult than it sounds because you have to manage everything, get the grocery, pay the bills, and you realize that everything isn't as easy as it seems. Then also, being independent means you get a lot more time to move around your activities and that kind of thing. So I felt that I had more time on my hands.
Yes, seems very, very unique. Town of Deadly Sixth. When you're launching now the international version of the book in English, and you're based in the UK giving lectures around the world regarding the book, regarding the content, regarding the story, if you could share what is the main message of the book?
The main message is mechanical technology. A few hundred years ago, that was the main source of power, and then came along electricity, and we forgot all about it. If you can remember, if you watch an old movie, you'll see giant drawbridges, giant clock towers. They're still there today,
yes,
like clock towers and all, but you don't see the same level of dedication towards the technology. There are a lot of uses it could have, but it is a very labor-intensive process, which is why I think a lot of people don't consider it.
So, but we're living in such a high-tech area. So how do you see the mechanical issues and technology getting involved in our life throughout your book?
Well, there are quite a few ways. Mechanical technology is a way to store power. It has always been so. It could be a way to reduce carbon footprint because in our world of technology, that is one of the major issues. Global warming is another issue we face, and I believe that using mechanical technology would be more environmentally friendly, even though it is more effort. And we could use it, for instance, in, say, if you wanted to, this is a really big jump, but say cars. If you had like a few decades back, you used to wind up cars, and that's how they used to run.
Yes.
Like you used to grab your rotor, and then you used to go to the front of the car and wind it up. So if that kind of technology was here, even though there would be a lot of costs involved in it, it would ultimately benefit the environment and benefit us.
Without giving any spoilers about your international book, please tell us one scene that you would like that the international readers from China, from Europe, from the United States would take with him from your book, Town of Deadly Sixth, to his heart? What scene would you share?
Well, one thing I would share is the first poem that appears in the novella.
Yes?
It is based on how we value different objects such as jewels, like gold, ruby, sapphire, and those kinds of things. But are they really worth a lot to us, or do we give them the value? The reality is we give them the value, and whatever we give value has value. And that is one thing that I would like them to take with them.
And what value would you take for yourself after publishing and uploading the book as an ebook, and then also as the printed version and the print on demand, and making the initial distribution in the London International Book Fair, in China, etc.? What value would you take from this book, from your content, from your novel?
The value I would take is if it affected someone's life, which would be a really happy moment for me to know that someone actually took something from the book, that people actually learn something new, and it's good for me because that is what I'm trying to do, like spread a message, and if that is achieved, that is what I really want.
And so basically you're saying that you want that people will read the book, will give you a review, will invite for more and more lectures around the world, so your message is going to be out there?
Yeah, that's my aim, ultimately. Yeah. So people, to create awareness, basically.
You know, people during lectures want to get to know better the person that they are talking with. And if you could share one secret about your life that almost or maybe no one knows, what secret would you reveal?
That is a really difficult question. It got me thinking. One secret that I told no one is, when I started writing the novel, that was the secret, because it was going to be a surprise to my family, and it was basically something I wanted to do. So when I started writing on paper. I haven't told anyone that, because most people, they start writing on computers, like on phones, like typing it up, but I started writing it by hand to get it right the first time.
I'm not surprised that you started writing it by hand, because this is part of the mechanical technology that you are talking about. And any response from the family that affected you when you just told them, hey, family, mother, father, brothers, hey, there is a book that I'm going to be published?
They were really proud, and it was a good moment for me because they were really supportive about it. They helped me promote it locally. I got it into Waterstones and W.A. Smith bookshops across the UK, and that was a really good moment for me to know that my family was supporting me through the process.
That is great. And now from Waterstones in the UK, the book is doing his monthly journey, step after step, outside also from the UK, also through social networks and variety of new marketing fields. One last sentence that you would like to tell personally for your international reader. What message would it be in that sentence?
Always try to do something different. It doesn't matter how you think it won't work, just go for it, because in the end, it doesn't matter if you get to achieve it. It's the journey and what you learn from it.
What's a remarkable message. Zagham Karim from the UK, I want to thank you so much for joining us here at the studios of ContentoNowTV. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you, if you have any question regarding the publishing process and regarding the great book, Town of Deadly Sixth of Zagham Karim, please don't hesitate. On Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, in our website, and also on the Amazon page of Zagham Karim. Thank you so much for joining ContentoNowTV.